It is a great satisfaction to greet you again. I hope you and your pet are well. Today we will talk about the following. Does your dog pet you? Discover the truth of this behavior. When a snuggly pup sticks his nose in the crook of your arm and snuggles, it makes us feel so loved. If your dog nuzzles, have you ever wondered what are the reasons for this behavior? Petting begins with a mother dog, as she uses her nose and tongue to move the pups, help them defecate and urinate, and keep them clean. Mom also smells a lot like her puppies and identifies them by her individual scent. Over time, the little ones begin to notice the behavior. Their sense of smell is an important part of their nose searching to find what they need. These are instinctive survival behaviors that continue to be part of a dog's repertoire of information gathering and communication behaviors. 1. Why does your dog pet you? One of the reasons your dog strokes is to send you a cue about how he feels, what he wants, or what he needs. Many dogs use their noses to push our hands or arms. They may be asking for a variety of things, from affection, to dinner, to play or to go for a walk. Sometimes it takes some trial and error on our part to figure out what the dog wants. If we pet them and they're not satisfied and keep nuzzling us, we have to try other things like offer them a ride, play fetch, or anything else they might need or want. You don't have to try 100 things when your dog pets you. Because they have legitimate needs, if we take the time to pick up on their various communication cues, we're going to have a much more harmonious existence with our beloved canine companions. Here are some other ways your dog approaches. With barking and other vocalizations. Using their paws to push us. Eye contact. Wagging their tails. Flicker. Following us around. Learning to decode what your dog means when he's petting you or using other forms of communication can be a trial and error process, but it's really worth figuring out the meaning for your particular dog. They have a lot to tell us. We need to listen with our eyes and our brains to figure out how we can best meet their needs and keep them happy. 2. Why do dogs pet strangers? While humans are more inclined to assess the world visually, dogs use an extraordinary combination of sight and smell to process information. Its olfactory command center has a complex maze of nasal tissues that are 30 times the size of humans. They also have a powerful vomeronasal organ, also known as Jacobson's organ, located just inside the nasal cavity and on the roof of their mouths, which is responsible for their amazing scent detection abilities. When dogs pet you, they use their nostrils in specific ways. They blow a little bit of air through their nose onto our skin. As they blow this air out the sides of their nostrils, they're also sucking in air at the same time through the round part of the nostril. This is a very efficient way for them to stir and cycle aromas through their olfactory system. So when a stranger approaches, your pup can walk up to him and activate his nose to take in as much information as possible. This does not necessarily mean that he wants to be petted. It's not an invitation to a love fest. But one way to test it is to offer the dog some love and see what it does. Does it lean into the person and ask for more, or is it just very focused on sniffing? It is his behavior and he moves away from caresses. If he just wants to sniff, then we know it's not an invitation to love. Friendly, outgoing dogs may be more comfortable being petted by strangers, but you know your dog best. But it's more than okay to let the pup sniff around for a few moments and then walk away without compromise. 3. Does your dog pet you for other reasons? Nuzzling you could also be your pup's way of telling you that something is wrong. For example, from time to time, he may find convenient parts of his body to scratch an annoying itch. But petting you could also be a plea for you to take a closer look. If the itching is not just occasional but a chronic problem, then the cause would need to be investigated, especially if your dog's nose is runny, dry, and cracked, or seems irritated in any way. Petting too much could also be a sign of anxiety, especially if your dog can't seem to settle down. If you suspect that something is bothering him, consult your vet or an animal behavior expert. It is a pleasure to inform you and help you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you should do it now. Take care of yourself and your furry friend, and until the next video,